Hello, happy Friday. Yes, it's Friday. I'm a little behind in my meal planning. I usually plan my meals on Friday, write my grocery list on Thursday, and shop. Or no, sorry. I usually plan my meals on Wednesday, write the grocery list on Thursday, and then shop on Friday. But we went to a soccer game in the middle of the week and stayed out late, and so I'm all behind. But that's okay because I have the weekend that I can catch up with things. So I am planning my meals today. I'll either write the grocery list later today or tomorrow and then shop tomorrow. That is my plan. So, and one of the things that I decided, so last week I didn't share my meal plan with you, but I actually did when I got back from the Beachbody Summit from St. Louis. I did sit down and write a meal plan so I knew what we would eat this week. For me, the exercise of writing out a meal plan is just so that I know that I have enough food in the house for the week. So I don't necessarily have to eat everything on the certain days. In fact, I've already I wrote out this week's meal plan. I'm like, I'm probably going to move those days around, but and that's something you can do. But just having an idea of what you need from the store, so you don't have to keep going back to the store every day. That is what I find so helpful with meal planning. So I was writing my meal plan. I think I was transitioning. I was like, oh, I'm going to transition back to regular portion fix after doing 4-week gut protocol. But then I started thinking as I was doing it, I was like, why am I going to go back? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I had such good results on gut protocol. Why don't I just make that my base template? And then from there, if I want to add in something that has cheese or corn or something that was on the list of things. So I'm starting with my 4-week gut protocol templates, and then from there I'm going to kind of build out and kind of swap things in and out. And that's my plan going forward for now. So let me share my screen with you. So what I actually did this week is I've been just going back and I pulled, I looked up under meal plans. If you go to the little meal plans menu, you can hover over it and you can see I have a chunk of 4-week gut protocol meal plans, and it shows you, I think there's 8 of them from when I followed 4-week gut protocol. So I just pulled that up, and then if you scroll to the bottom of the meal plan, you will find the template there. If you click on it, then it will download, and then you can pop it open, and you can start from there. So this is a 4-week gut protocol meal plan A template. But if you go into my resource library, you can find the meal plan templates for regular portion fix, time nutrition, morning, noon, and night, A through E, 4-week gut protocol, all the different things you can find there in the resource library. So you can find templates so that you have a starting point for whatever meal plan you're doing. And if yours is different than mine, if you're on a higher meal plan, all you need to do is you can start with what I'm having and then add in the containers that you need to add in. So it gives you a basis to go from. So I popped this one open. I'm keeping my Shakeology with my spinach and banana and copied that for every morning. I like to write the days of the week, the dates, and then anything we have going on, which I think we have 2 more weeks. My son has 2 more weeks left of school. So next week we don't really have anything going on. The week after that, we start soccer practice and things like that. But right now, we got nothing going on this week, so that's nice. Nothing I need to plan around. And so then I'll pick 2 meal 2s for the week, so kind of like my breakfast meal. I pick 2 of those for the week and alternate them. I think this one has some different things at the end, but that's fine. So this one I picked asparagus. I like to pop that into the air fryer with some turkey bacon, egg, and hash browns. So I usually do 1 egg and then 2 slices of bacon, and then that makes a delicious breakfast. And then the second one is the chicken maple breakfast sausage, and then blueberry banana overnight oats. I've never made it as overnight oats. I end up making oatmeal and then adding in some bananas and some blueberries. And I don't end up adding the chia seeds, and I don't, usually I save the blue ends up getting dropped down for later because I don't end up adding, I think it has some pecans or something else in it that I don't add. So, but that is a 4-week gut protocol recipe, so if you have access to that, you can access that recipe. So I picked 2 of those for the week, and then I picked 2 lunches for the week, and I alternate them. So this one, and I changed it on one of them. So this is like an Asian salad bowl with some broccoli slaw, cucumber. It usually has a yellow, but I moved it down because I was going to have, this was a meal I wanted to have. So I moved that yellow, it's usually a brown rice, I moved that down for the first day. And then a salad dressing as my orange. And then the second meal 3, I just kind of made up like a pasta salad with some gluten-free pasta, some air-fried chickpeas, salad mix, and like some artichoke hearts. So, and then I think I just put like some olive oil with that as a dressing. So those are my 2 lunches for the week. Very easy to kind of prep ahead if you want to. And then I picked 2 meal 4s for the week, so 2 afternoon snacks, and some of them, depending on kind of what I was eating, you can see kind of gets moved around. But the green, purple, blue cucumbers, and then some berries with some coconut yogurt. And then the other one, this one is 2 greens and an orange, so I was going to do like some carrots. I'm really into pickled okra right now, and then some pumpkin seeds, and then just alternated those. So now all I have left is the dinners, and one dinner that I was craving is, I don't know if you've ever heard of Hawaiian haystacks. I don't remember how I ran across them at one point. I was like, that sounds really good. It is not a gut health protocol approved, a gut protocol approved meal. It does use, I think, some chicken, what is it called, condensed cream of chicken soup, some like cream of chicken soup. But hey, as long as we're not eating that all the time, it's okay. So it's got like rice and some chicken with like some cream of chicken soup, and then from there, the fun thing about it, which is really good for families, is you just lay out different toppings. So you can do like celery, green bell peppers, pineapples, little chow mein noodles, olives, all different. It gives you some different ideas to put on there. So then you can just make the rice and the chicken with the chicken gravy that you make, and then your family can pick what toppings they want to add in. So then you can choose which toppings you want to add in as well. So that is, I don't know, it always feels like a summery meal to me, and it's a good Sunday night family meal. And then I had taco salad on here, so I have been leaving just the green and the red for my evening meal. So I'll just do like lettuce, some tomatoes, some lean ground meat, and then like some salsa if you wanted to, and not follow gut protocol. If you wanted to add like some cheese, something like that, you could do that. And then catfish with green beans and french fries. I'll probably put that into like the air fryer as well. And then Wednesday night, chili lime chicken with mango salsa. That's from Fix8. That recipe does have a half of purple, so I could cut out a half of purple up here if I wanted to, or just go over a half on my purple for one day. It won't be a big deal. And then I'll probably put some zucchini in the air fryer as well. And so really those are the only days that I cook dinner, because Thursday we usually have leftovers, and then Fridays we eat out, and Saturdays we eat out as well. So you can see meal planning, it doesn't have to be hard, especially if you start with an already made meal plan and then kind of move things around and work from there. But if you have any questions about meal planning for Week Gut Protocol, Portion Fix, I'll be starting Lift More soon. So I was kind of, actually just before I got on here, I was like, oh, I need to go ahead and open up the program and make sure there's no nutrition things. Autumn did mention if you're going to, if you are doing the program to like gain muscle, then it's a different, there's different calculations you can do. So there's one if you want to maintain weight, which is where I kind of stay, if you want to lose weight, or if you want to gain muscle. So make sure you're doing the correct calculation when you're calculating your container plan to do that. But, and you can always, if you start out, you can always increase your proteins and things like that if you feel like you need to. But if you have questions about that, let me know, and I'm happy to help you. Have a great week.